Hi, everybody. Hi there. I'm looking outside, and I see Andrew Dice Clay outside the studio. And I got to tell you, he looks fabulous. He's out there just chit-chatting with Norton. I would call him in, but
hey, guys.
Like what? No. Calm down. It's okay, Roland. The longer he's out there.
Taking photos.
He's taking photos. Come on in. Come on in, everybody.
I didn't know we were on.
We just came on.
Oh, okay.
ADC. What up, yo? Take a seat, Dice. You look
What up, yo?
fucking fantastic. I got to tell you. You're standing out there. You're trim, slim, svelte Dice.
In the cage, my friend.
You're in the cage.
Me and Norton.
Yeah.
Look at I couldn't believe
right?
when I saw Norton in
Can
Vegas.
you believe it?
You know, the shape he's in.
Yeah.
You know, and I heard through the grapevine that you've been in the cage.
Yeah.
Going to the gym, doing the right thing.
Going to the gym?
No,
Going to the gym and eating better.
Is it a lie?
No.
No, I'm going today.
It's English,
tomorrow.
but it's not a lie.
You know,
he has been going to the gym and working out like a maniac.
Yeah, I go constantly.
And you, what do you do? What do you do, Dice? What do you do? What do you do to work out? Weights? You do?
I do
cardio?
everything.
You
I do the
everything?
cardio. I normally
Yeah?
start with the cardio.
Yeah.
And any trainer that tells you to end with cardio is an asshole human being.
Really?
Yeah, because that's the trick. It's a trick, Anthony.
Yeah.
Yeah, because when you do cardio last, let's say you hire a trainer.
I
They
do.
go, all right, stay on this for 40 minutes. I got to go. And they leave. Cardio's the most important. After that, everything else is extra. You know what I mean? Using the weights, all that stuff. That's like the cherry on top.
That's like
all.
building up, you know.
Yeah, when a trainer comes on, hey, you want me to train you? You know, let me work you out.
Oh, yeah?
I'll work you out. How does that sound?
I got the trainer.
You got the trainer?
Yeah, he comes over the house. I got a whole room
I used to,
just for that.
I used to have a trainer.
Because I wouldn't go.
Well, you see, but I am self-motivated that way. Like,
See,
I
I'm
like
not.
being in the gym.
I don't.
You know?
I like being in the room next to my bedroom.
Well, then don't.
That's what I do.
Don't do it.
But that's what I do.
You know, you've always been a lean guy. You don't need to train. Get on You could have a treadmill in your house.
But I do.
He does.
I do.
And you won't get on it. Make my mic louder.
But I make my
Make
mic
my mic louder.
You got to turn your headphones up, maybe too.
Oh, really?
Yeah, yeah.
And you know how to work the electronicals.
Yeah.
Do me a
no,
favor.
I got the trainer. He comes over.
Okay.
Comes over, and we do weights and shit, and I do the treadmill on the days he's not there. So I don't need him watching me on a fucking
But
treadmill.
that's what I'm saying. That's why I
Yeah.
don't like these trainers that go, you need to be on the treadmill last. Yeah,
Right,
follow
right.
you.
Yeah.
For you? Because you told me.
No, he's gonna work from the time he gets there till the time he leaves.
That's it.
You know?
So he comes to your house, you don't go to a gym?
Nope, he comes to the house. It's great.
You got a whole
Fucking-
setup like
got
that?
The
You
whole
got-
setup, weights, the whole fucking deal, and I do that, work out for.
No, but when you say
hour and a half.
weights, the whole fucking deal, like what comes after the weights?
What do you mean?
The whole fucking deal?
Oh, and a machine, a machine where you could fucking, you're pulling, you're pushing, you're fucking lifting.
That's how I look at chicks.
Yeah, you pull,
You know what I
push,
mean? When they
lift,
do
you
that little
fucking-
frog bounce.
Yeah.
You know, when they climb on top, they put their hands at your sides, they start bouncing that fucking fat ass, twerking it on your dick.
You got to watch, though.
You know what I mean?
Sometimes they
That's
lean.
the workout.
But sometimes they lean in a direction where it's like, do you know how this cock works? It's not hinged like a ball joint
you know
at the
what?
bottom.
I put
It
him
fucking-
through. I put him through a little boot camp session first, just to train him what
a
I
little
need.
training, what you
You know
need.
what I mean? You
I
know
love
what I
that
mean?
one where they want to hop on and then lean back. It's like my fucking. It's called a hard on, not a fucking soft on.
No, but you can work
doesn't
that
bend
angle.
like-
You can work that angle.
You can, but they got to do it slow, Dice. You lean back slow. You don't.
Well,
Fucking
you get a novice, you get what you deserve.
go back. Well,
You know what I mean?
You're right.
I like getting them a little broken in. I don't mind if a chick's been fucking for a few years.
you don't mind them a little
You know what
sloppy.
No, I like a girl that knows what
edges.
she's doing because a lot of. You know,
gym mint
No,
7.
but seriously, when you go with a lot of these girls, right?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And they give you the I'm a nice girl. I don't really do these kind of things like girl, you know, relate. It's like, you know what? Then you're not for me.
Okay.
You know, I like a girl that could just sort of hop on and join the team.
Doesn't need any instruction.
Join my team of fucking bulls.
The manual's been lost for years.
You like all this twerking stuff? Fucking, they took a stripper's move and gave it a name.
Right.
You know?
Yes, thank you. You're right.
You know, my wife's been doing that for me since the day I met her. I walk in the house, she's
Yeah.
twerking over there.
Twerking.
You know what I mean? I go, they stole your move.
It's become very like an African American move or something.
I just fucking love any chick that has the nerve to go in a public place to a club and say, basically, this is what I could do on your fucking cock. And I'm going, you filthy animal, I want to marry you.
That is what they're doing, is like, look what I could do if your cock was right here and I was on it.
Yeah, I mean, think of that, how they start moving each cheek individually, like they're showing you. I said, you think that's some? Watch my balls. One's doing the samba, the other one's doing the merengue.
Do you twerk with your nuts?
You know what I mean? I twerk with my fucking nuts.
Twerk with your nutsack. I just don't, I don't think they get into bed, though, and do those things. I think it's a thing they do, and then they get into bed and just fucking lay there anyway.
Exactly.
Lay there like
fucking, exactly.
Yeah, it's like, how about...
Lay there like a dead fucking fish.
How about your work? Yeah, there
Start
you go.
fucking, sister.
Yeah,
there you go.
There's some twerking.
There
oh,
we
my
go.
God. Look at that big ass.
That's a nice, big, fucking fat ass.
And she's doing it in like a bakery.
No, she's in a grocery. Yeah, there we go. Pick up the... You got another one? There we go.
Now she's by the milk aisle.
Yeah, she should be very proud of her accomplishment.
Her ass really moves in a wonderful way.
Yeah, it really is. And it's a big fat dumper.
It just reminds me of some animalistic mating ritual.
Well, we are animals.
Yeah, but
we're we're simians.
Yeah, we're animals. If I was with her, my dick would whistle at her.
Yeah?
Yeah. My dick makes noise sometimes.
That would feel good. But I'll tell you, that big fucking juicy ass hitting against your stomach and pubis would just milk your dick. Yeah, like the little area above your dick.
The hair?
It's a pubis. No, the pubic hair is the pubic hair, but the pubis is the area right along above the penis.
You know what? I'm not that. I didn't want to go to school to learn.
Yeah, it's a pubis.
You know what I mean? Norton knows all this shit, but she is great.
She would milk your penis really nicely.
Oh my God! Look at this. She's not even trying.
She's just jumping up and down, and her ass is really like fucking shaking.
I wouldn't say I'm attracted to her at all, but she would make you come really good.
What? You're not attracted to that?
No.
A beefy chick like that?
No, I don't like her face that much.
I don't.
Who's
like
even
that.
looking at that?
But the ass would make you come.
If you're looking at her face, she's not doing a job.
I don't like that ass.
But why not pick the dress up and show us the... See, there goes one cheek. Here we go.
I'll tell you, Aunt, it would make you come. You wouldn't believe. You'd probably go, holy mackerel, I'm coming already. You wouldn't believe how fucking well you came with that girl. Yeah. Her ass would fucking... It would milk your dick.
That really is a good one.
I don't know. It's too big.
Twerk, you mother.
I
like
that.
a fat ass.
I'm not a big fat ass, Dice.
Well, I like a beefy ass. I'll put it to you that way.
Yeah.
I do too.
But
we got a lot to talk about today. I got a lot going on. We're talking about fucking twerking, slobs, banging, balls to the face.
You know, when you come in, we usually talk about just shoving dicks in chicks.
Okay, I know.
But you do have a lot going on.
So you're like running the show today.
Opie has jury duty.
He's on jury duty.
Yeah, he just left for jury duty.
Yeah,
he went over there.
Somebody else that'll get off.
Yeah,
everybody gets off. I don't even know why they have courtrooms anymore. All right, well, let's draw this out for a few weeks, and you could leave.
You think that's it?
Yeah, fucking the justice. There is no justice.
I don't think you agreed with the Trayvon the Zimmerman trial.
No, I'm talking about that kid that stole the socks from Macy's. You know what I mean? They put him in court.
That
grand
big trial.
Theft.
Yeah.
I'm like, you got to be able to steal in this day and age. Things are too expensive.
Well, that's true. I don't think
people get guilty over stealing.
Socks ain't bad, and stealing like that.
No, but he took like thousands of them.
Oh.
Yeah, off a truck. And I'm like, it's socks. You need them.
Yeah, who gives a shit?
Yeah.
I don't care.
Yeah.
So you do have a lot going on, Dice. A fucking Woody Allen movie.
Yeah, tonight's the premiere. I'm very excited about it.
Big premiere.
Very excited about it.
And I'd be. That is huge.
Yeah.
How was it working with Woody?
Woody's the greatest.
Is he great?
He was great. He let me do what I'm supposed to do.
Uh-huh.
You know what I mean? And... from what I'm reading, it's almost like embarrassing.
What do you mean?
Well, you know what? I really showed up to do a great job because I knew the kind of like actors I was going to work with.
It's huge.
You know what I mean? You're working with Alec and Kate Blanchett, and these are the Sally Hawkins, Golden Globe winners. So I was like, I really got to bring an A game, and I didn't do a movie in 12 years.
Jesus.
When I see these, like, the Wall Street Journal, the way they're writing me up, and, I'm like, this is the craziest thing I've ever been involved in.
You know what I'm seeing here, Dice? And I'm not kidding around either.
No, I know what you're talking now.
This could be the fucking John Travolta Pulp Fiction thing for you.
But that's what they're saying. They're talking about Mickey Rourke and the wrestler. But I'm like, these guys, I mean, guys like Mickey Rourke to me are the best.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, you know, to me, he's one of the greatest actors just ever. He just is.
Yeah.
You know, so I understood that. And he's the star of that movie, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And even though Travolta, you know, was a supporting role in Pulp Fiction, it was still a giant part.
Sure.
You know what I mean? And so I get, but, you know, this is really, it set me back a little. I'm pretty, like, overwhelmed.
A little humbled?
I'm very humbled.
Yeah?
Yeah, I mean, I'm talking to you now just straight. I feel like I really hope I did as good a job as what he's been saying, and that's all I wanted to do.
What's the character?
Well, you know, he's a very regular guy.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? He's a guy that's gone through a lot of stuff, which I can relate to. You know, but, you know, I had to go pretty deep. Mm-hmm. You know, it's like I got my own method of acting. I know how to get there. But, you know, I just can't believe the press on this.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, I mean, the AP came out, Associated Press, the other night to take pictures when I was in Vegas at Vinyl, which I've done the AP before.
Yeah, sure.
And they never send anybody to take pictures. And the guy said, honestly, Dice, this is the biggest story in showbiz right now.
Wow.
And I'm like, you're kidding me. You know, because I'm playing Vinyl. I'm at the Hard Rock in Vegas. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, this is all going on around me. I, like, don't even get it. You know?
And big premiere
Yeah,
tonight.
I haven't felt this, honestly, since '88, since the Rodney special. See, when the Rodney special aired, I knew what had happened. You know, that I would even talk to Dennis back then when he, you know, when I was doing, like, Rascals, 28 shows in a row. And he was looking to put me, like, in 500-seat rooms. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, it's bigger than that. And I didn't, the only way to prove it was to have him put me on sale somewhere else in the country, because he felt it was territorial. And he put me in Phoenix at the theater, Celebrity Theater, one show, but they sold 3 in one day. Man. And that's when he realized this isn't normal. Yeah, you know, and I haven't had that feeling. I feel very like elevated. Like my whole mind, my whole mood about this whole thing.
It's time.
I mean, and like, you know, people have been asking me, like, what if you had to pick like 3 things in your career that really would mark you? I said, well, the Rodney special, because that just blew me through the roof.
Oh, hell yeah.
Then when I was doing the arenas, you know, led to Madison Square Garden. Yeah. And now this Woody movie, because it's the shot of a lifetime.
Oh, shit.
But I didn't know it when I was doing it. I just really wanted to do a great job for him.
How did you read for him?
Because if Woody doesn't like a performance, he'll throw it out and just cast somebody else and reshoot it.
Yeah, he did that to Kramer.
You know, well, but that's what he does. That's why his movie, like, he'll go, the guy's not getting it. Get rid of him and get me the right actor.
Yeah.
You know, so when I'm on that set, it's like, just do a great job for me.
These pretzels are making me thirsty. Something like that. You deliver the line like that.
Oh, but that's not what I'm doing.
I know.
How did you read for him? You go in, you meet with him, and then he just hands you a script. I hear he wants to talk to you first, right?
I went in there, and it was very loose, and he was with the casting lady and the producer, and he was very cool, very laid back, and, you know, we're doing a film, and would you read a few pages? You know, and I'm like, can you give me something to go on? You know? And he goes, well, you know, you just take a look. You know, and I went in another room with the casting. I went through 2 pages. I said, I got this. Let's go in. But she was like, are you sure? Because I only went through it the one time, but I could see what it was. So I do it for him. And I go, look, I don't even know if the guy's from the East Coast. I don't know anything. If you want, I'll do it again. And he goes, well, you have the essence. It was perfect. And I was like, all right, you know, I guess I'll see you on the set. You know, but when I actually got the text that I didn't even open it from my manager, Bruce, you know, and I just saw you got the, you know, it was an emotional thing for me.
Wow.
You know, because, you know, number one, it's like something my parents would have always wanted to see me do. Anytime I would do a movie, I mean, my mother loved that I was the comic I am, but like if I get a movie, she'd go, "Is it a drama?" Because she loved drama. She knew I could do the drama. Yeah. And I go, "Well, Mom, I'm a comic. It's like a comedy, you know." But this is like something they would have just loved. I mean, you know, I could just see them talking about it. You know,
I've seen you act,
you know,
and act like, you know, where you wouldn't even know.
Yeah, but it wasn't. You're talking about like Crime Story years ago. Yeah, but even that was more animated.
Yeah.
You know, this isn't as animated.
But I saw even like way early on, like in fucking MASH. When you were in MASH,
right.
I remember that. It was like fucking holy shit.
That was their last Halloween episode.
Was it?
Yeah. That was the last year they were on. I was like, I couldn't believe I got that back then.
Yeah,
that was the beginning. It was one of the first parts I ever got.
Yeah.
And then the whole Dice thing went crazy like 8 years later. It's been a very interesting career.
No shit.
I know you've been
Amazing.
part of a big part of it. You've been part of a bit. Everybody here has been part of it.
Yeah.
He has not been.
Oh, no,
I don't know this fucking guy, and I don't trust him.
Good.
You know what I mean?
Instinct.
Any guy that looks at me like that, I don't trust.
Yeah.
But anyway, no, I'm just fucking with you. You know that, right?
Travis is a good guy. Yeah.
How do you know?
I
you
have
live
him
with
over
him?
the house. He's come over to the house. His wife, his
Live
lovely
with him for a
kid,
week.
and-
You live with it.
No, live with him. Fuck that.
Exactly.
No
So
way.
how great is he really?
Good point, Dice.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, we live together.
He's nice to be in here with
during
you.
the hurricane, he did live at my house. Him and
Well,
his
wasn't that
family.
nice of him? Wasn't that nice of him? Because
power was out and his
because he was riding a
couldn't even
U-boat around his house. He moved in
It
with
was,
you.
yeah.
Did you a favor?
He was down in where are you down there?
Rockaway.
Yeah. So.
Oh wow, that
he
really
got pummeled.
Is everything all right now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
With us, yeah.
Crazy with the fucking.
Oh, it's
in
it was
Vegas
insane.
now. Last time I was in Vegas, 118
300 degrees. Yeah.
118 in the dark.
In the dark.
In the fucking nighttime dark.
But you don't. The thing is, you don't have to go outside. in
I
Vegas.
absorbed it.
Did you absorb it?
Yeah, I don't care. It doesn't bother me.
You fucking probably turned it into
Yeah.
pure energy. You're like a solar panel. You soak it in.
Well, you know what? I
and
just
turn
take
it.
it.
Into
It's
energy.
like people. It's so high. Yeah. Well, just adapt. That's what it is. It's almost at the point where I felt like weathermen.
Yeah.
Like when it used to hit like 90 degrees, like it would be like if you don't have to go out, don't go out.
Right.
Even here,
Yeah.
But there they go 118. I'm waiting for a guy like the weather guy to come on like in a tank top and shorts going, you ain't gonna fucking believe this shit. 135. Just stay the fuck in. Do yourselves a favor. Find some broad, bury your balls in a fucking grease pit, and have a good night.
Grease pit.
Why would he say that?
Yeah.
Well, he might say stay the fuck in, but why would he tell you to fuck a girl?
Because what else are you going to do when you're in the house? You either whack your own bag or you have somebody whack it for you.
You watch TV.
Like the other day, I'm rinsing my cock off in this chick's asshole.
Yeah, sure. Rinsing it off in her asshole.
No, come on. We're just fucking around doing
Of course we are.
How's your podcast, though? Your podcast is all the way up there.
Yeah, here on the Opie and Anthony podcast. It comes out on Wednesdays.
Yeah, because I do the Rolling with Dice and Wheels.
Yes.
Which is doing phenomenal. We don't have a. What do? You take part of the show and
We
put
just
it.
take part of the show and put it on. It's for people that usually probably can't get this show. Because of something,
Well, it's a great idea.
And then they could get some of us on there. Yeah, it does very well.
Well, the Rolling with Dice and Wheels is it's like a freak thing. I like talking about it because number one, Joe Rogan really pushed me to do my own podcast.
Yeah, he's got
and
a good one going.
Wheels is hysterical. He started doing his own podcast to get me to do a podcast.
Oh, is that how he got you?
Oh, yeah, that's how he scams me into every fucking thing, right? Why are you doing a podcast? Well, I just like doing it, And then he gets me to do Rolling with Dice and Wheels. But Rogan was right. And, we're only on 2.5 months, but we got over 200,000 followers.
Wow, shit. Yeah, nice.
We were told by iTunes we'll probably hit over 1 million by October. I mean, it's a real freak thing.
What kind of show? What do you
well,
just
we roll.
sit
We
there
go
and
anywhere.
bullshit
We've broken into we broke into a foreclosed home a few weeks ago and barbecued. Because I don't like being stuck in a studio.
Oh, okay.
I couldn't do this all day.
Yeah, believe me.
Be inside. Like our first one was in the desert.
Yeah.
Like a half hour outside of Vegas. Just.
Oh man, that's
and
where
he
they
was
dump
like,
the
"What?"
bodies.
Yeah, he's going, "Why do we got to be here?" I go, "Because I don't need to be inside." And Wheels is funny because he's like, "We're inside. We're 80 miles outside of town."
Oh man.
But we roll. We go to bars. We go anywhere.
Hence the rolling.
I'll do the show anywhere as long as I'm not inside.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And we talk about anything.
Yeah.
There's a lot of problems on the show, but
What do you
people.
mean?
Well, people they like everything going on, but you never know what's going on. It's almost like what I would call the first reality podcast show. It's almost like a TV show. Only you don't see the TV.
Oh, okay. All right. Now I'm kind of getting the drift of
we
this.
just live it. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
whatever there's no format, there's no structure. I really don't know what I'm doing. You know me.
Yeah.
You know, I just wing it, and you know, and now and then we have a guest.
Yeah.
Did you do it, Norton?
I've never been invited.
Oh, man.
I would love you to do it, but I don't want to. He was in Vegas for a day. I'm not going to break his balls doing my podcast.
Right.
Because I don't even give a fuck if we have a guest. I actually hate when we have guests because then you got to, like, ask questions.
Yeah.
You know, about somebody you don't. Well, him I love. But, you know, if you have somebody else on, like, I want to say, I don't even give a fuck about you.
Who have you had on?
So, who? The last comic we had on was, who?
I don't know.
Can I say a funny thing?
Bowden? You know.
Alonzo Bowden.
Kenny might know.
Okay.
Alonzo Bowden.
Yeah.
Kenny?
Alonzo, yeah.
Well, yes, Kenny, you want to add something?
He was a great guest. He's like the only comic we had on the show.
Kenny would like to add something here.
Kenny, feel free.
Yeah, sure. I didn't even see you come in.
Andrew does this funny thing. He goes to Wills, "We'll be right back." And Wills goes, "What are you talking about? We're doing a podcast. We're not going." He goes, "But that's what radio guys say."
Yeah, exactly.
So you just say, "We'll be right back."
Yeah.
But then you don't go anywhere.
Right. Well, that's what he said. He said, like, because like guys like you'll always go, "We'll be right back."
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Take a commercial
and
break
you know, so Wheels like says like, "No, but we're not going anywhere."
Yeah.
You know, so we're not back. We're still here.
Well, that'll probably come in handy if you do get some sponsors and then they cut the show up and play it again. They could put the commercials right there where you said that.
Yeah, but I didn't even understand that part because, like, all Wheels does is take money from me to buy shit.
Oh,
you know,
okay.
and I'll see like 3 new wires. I'll go, "I gave you $1,700.
3 new wires.
And he goes, "Yeah, but I got the wires. Look at the mic. We got good headphones."
I'll see because
Okay,
he
that's
knows.
17.
He knows you don't know the
Well, I
electronicals
don't even have time
about
to
it.
like think about it. You know what I mean? It's like I just want it to go good.
Yeah.
Yeah, watch. We'll be right back. I say that.
Yeah.
That was smooth.
But then you're still there.
Yeah, but you know, it's rolling with dice and wheels.
Yeah.
You know, I never claimed to be the brightest.
No.
You know what I mean?
No. But I do like the whole sound of it. It sounds very cool.
If you want, I'll send you some T-shirts.
Oh, that is nice.
You know what I mean? Look at that.
Dice. It's got pictures of you and
We
Will.
do the fucking.
You're fucking always
You
got
have good
something
merch
going on.
Rolling with dice and
Dice
wheels.
has always got
They could get it on
something
iTunes. People should go to iTunes.
Go to iTunes.
Because you got a big podcast. You're like number 1, number 2, whatever.
Yeah.
Well, you know, it fluctuates.
We cheat,
but
though,
you're
'cause
always.
we got a radio show.
No, but that's what I'm saying. So I should say it on your show.
Yes.
So, like, the people
Good idea.
that listen to Opie and Anthony's show.
Yeah, subscribe to Dice's podcast.
Yeah,
too.
you just go on iTunes. It's on Stitcher. It's on SoundCloud. But yeah, we're pretty high up there, like in all
Dice.
the.
He knows. Stitcher,
It's very, I was just saying how
SoundCloud.
enjoyable
No,
it is
'cause
to hear him
Wheels
talk about
teaches
electronic stuff.
Electronicals.
No, but Wheels teaches me about this.
Yeah?
Yeah, like I don't really know what it means. You know what I mean? But he goes, "No, you got to
He said,
understand.
just
We
say
got."
it.
He goes on SoundCloud alone. We got over 200,000 followers. Like it is like a freak thing. Like it's really escalating quickly.
I think I'm believing that Dice does know what he's talking about.
No, I don't know
Yeah.
about electronics.
I'd be willing to think Dice.
You think he does?
He knows
look,
a little more than he's
I
putting
got
on to.
Samsung 3D, my friend.
You
3
got the
fucking D.
You like the Samsung phone?
Yeah. The fam. Huh?
Oh, look at that! What a
The
handsome
fam.
family.
Yeah.
Very
Where's
that
my
beautiful
chick?
wife. He's got the
Where's
beautiful
the wife
kids.
over here?
Dice
How do
living
you
the
turn-
fucking
Yeah, see, I still
living the life
the
over
wife.
here. Oh yeah.
Right,
She's
there
really,
she is.
really
All
attractive.
due respect, but oh yeah,
She's really
she's a
lovely.
very pretty girl.
Yeah.
Stop with the lovely.
She's a lovely,
No, but I know what you mean when you say that.
very well built,
know what you mean.
very well built,
She
lovely
really is.
gal.
She really is.
Oof,
I mean,
yeah.
you know, initially I was attracted to her. That's how you
Sure.
start going out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I'm still. I mean, it's.
Yeah.
She's amazing.
Yeah.
I mean, she's an amazing person.
Uh-huh.
You know, since the day I met her, she was always calling me my movie star boyfriend and my. But I would actually tell her, I go, you know what? I'm not looking to build that career. You know, I think that time is come and gone. I really would tell her that.
And
I go,
see?
I just want to rebuild the comedy, do some bigger places, do the theaters again, whatever.
The second you have a plan,
And
then it goes the
actually,
other way.
you know, me and Norton have the same agent, you know, with Pete Pappalardo, and we were supposed to go on sale for the Garden again, as crazy as it sounds. But it's built to that with all this press, but I'm not prepared for it. You
Yeah.
know, when I come off the stage at Vinyl, you're talking about a 400-seat room, whatever it is. I'm burnt.
Yeah.
You know, so I started about 4 months ago when I knew this garden thing was coming and started like training my lower body because, you know, years ago I would do a lot of that because I was doing the arenas and
Yeah.
you know how the lights, Norton, they zap you in 20 minutes. You know what I mean? So if you're in a big place like that, you know, and if I go and do that, if it's called for, if I do this one more fucking time, you know, I did it with you guys. I've done that place. I've done 3 shows there. Been there twice. How many fucking... What do I got to prove, Joey? What do I got to prove?
You got nothing to prove,
But people are writing in like that I shouldn't have, you know, like canceled out to do it. And I'm like, I got to give them the kind of show that they deserve. You know what I mean? I really want to go balls out, and you got to build your lower body. Or else after 20 minutes, I'm going to be fucking zapped.
You're going to be fucking.
So I didn't want to. So you know,
ass.
I'm doing the regular gigs. I'm doing, which is my favorite club, Governors in Long Island, September.
Man.
It's on sale now. I'm doing the
That's
Stress
right by me.
Factory.
Yeah, I'll go to that.
I'm doing. You should actually have where I'm performing. Do you have any place?
September 16th, Bergen Arts performing Bergen Performing Arts Center. September 18th through 21, a few nights at Governors. September 22 is Poughkeepsie. It's the Mid-Hudson Civic Center. September 24th, that's where I was Saturday night. September 24th, Bethlehem, PA, the Sands Bethlehem Event Center. It's a great room. The 25th is Albany, the Egg, another great room. And September 26th through 29 is New Brunswick.
And that's all on sale now, right?
All on sale, yes.
Yeah.
Wow.
You can just go to...
Yeah, well, I love, you know what? Through going what I would call through the lean times, the last, like, 12 years, whatever, you know, playing these clubs again, because it was so crazy when I would do those giant places that once I got, like, into the zone of doing, like, the Governors, you know, clubs, I mean, there really isn't anything better, more, you know, of course the money is bigger when you play big places, but it's not all about money. You know, it's also about satisfaction of knowing you came off the stage and really just killed that crowd. You know what I mean? And there is nothing better than a comedy club. I mean, that night I went down to the cellar with you. I went on after Norton. We both killed that. But it's so satisfying as a comic.
Yeah, well, that's
you know
why
what I mean?
Initially started doing it.
You know, but if it's qualified, I would do. I don't want to do arena. I don't want the same career I had. You know, now I'm getting ready to do this thing. It's a new talent show. It's called The Big Big Show that I'm co-producing with this guy, Tommy Habib, who has the show Cheetahs on. And it's a talent show. It's like an updated version of The Gong Show. And I was signed on as the head judge, and Tom Green. And there's a girl we can't mention yet, only because she's not completely signed. And we'll shoot one this summer, and then we're moving it to Vegas to do the whole season. And, you know, it's going to be hysterical. I mean, you know, Tom Green is hysterical.
Oh, yeah.
You know, he's
Tom
on the
Green.
podcast a lot.
Yeah.
He'll call me from his podcast and go, I want to do your podcast. It's like people like, remember when they used to have beepers? I'll beep you, you beep me back over here, you hear? I hear me now. You know what I mean? But I'm saying, you know, everybody, I'll do your podcast, you do my podcast.
Yeah, everybody's
You don't
doing
do my
everybody.
podcast,
Big
I ain't going to do it.
crossover.
Why would I do Rolling with Dice if you're not going to roll over here?
It's like when the Flintstones would be on the
No,
Jetsons.
but I just saw Adam Carolla. I've done his show.
Yeah.
You know, which he does at his restaurant in L.A., which is a great show, live audience.
Yeah, we just had
So
him
it's
the
like
other day.
doing a stand-up shot.
His restaurant. I dived in his studio. He has a restaurant.
No, he bought this fucking joint. And
And now he's got some
and everybody's
booze and
drinking
stuff.
like
He sells some
Mangria.
booze. Yeah, the Mangria.
The Mangria, and you're just on stage getting drunk and killing the crowd.
Christ.
Yeah, I love it. Oh, I love drinking now.
Oh, yeah?
Do you really?
Oh,
You got back in?
Well, no, I was never in it to start with my whole life.
I've seen Dice drink
No,
once.
Tom Green got me into drinking, and I
Holy
thank him for
shit.
that.
Oh,
you know,
no.
because my whole life I was very
thank him
straight-laced.
for that.
No, well, because I got to give somebody the PQs.
Sure.
You know, what is that called?
Kudos?
Yeah, what does that even mean?
Kudos.
Like thank yous?
Yeah, it's silly.
Recognition.
It's the dumbest fucking word I ever heard.
Yeah.
But I thank him for that because, you know, when we do the podcast, I could drink.
Yeah,
you know
yeah,
what I mean?
What's your poison?
Well, you know, my wife normally just gets me some concoction with like a lot of rum and shit.
then I give her the concoction.
Good. Good. Pating. That's how I end the load. You know what I mean? I always, you know, that noise, pating.
Pating, like a
that the dick
spittoon.
makes on
It's
that
like
last shot.
the spit hitting the
Yeah,
spittoon.
like, pating. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So she makes a
So when
concoction.
when I started hanging with him, you know, he got me quickly, like, into, like, you know, first beer. You know, he's got the
Sure.
Tom Green beer out now. He's got his own beer because he drinks so much. He's so good at it.
Are you a happy drunk, or do you get a little belligerent?
I have a fucking great time.
Oh, you're good.
But I figure, I'm in my 50s. When am I going to start having fun?
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
What are you going to do?
What's better than having a couple drinks, going to the gym, pumping iron? You don't even realize you're fucking doing it. You're just having a great time,
Sounds
laughing.
Like a good way to get injured.
You know what I mean? No, but use the machines
you're driving,
when you drink.
you're waving at everybody.
Yeah, what the fuck you do? No, I don't drive when I drink.
No,
I don't do.
Good,
I don't drink. I like to drink and sit. You know what I mean?
Just have fun, right?
Yeah. What's better than that?
Some people get nasty, though.
No, but I don't. I
that.
just have fun. But, there have been a couple problems on the podcast because we do it at, weird bars and stuff.
Uh-huh.
You know, so people will come outside when I'm trying to do a show and they try to talk to me.
Yeah.
You know, and I'm drinking.
Get the
and I'm
fuck out of here.
Yeah, and then they, start talking to my wife or Eleanor.
Oh, boy.
You know what I mean? They belong to me. They're with me.
Yeah, you got to set it
You know
straight.
what I mean?
You show some weakness, they're going to be all over your shit.
that's when I get a little angry.
How do you like the electronics, the cigarettes?
Oh, yeah, you're
The
smoking the
electronics not
electronic
bad.
cigarette.
Do they help the craving?
Well, you know what? I'm smoking one. So one of the companies, advertise on my show and give me a ton of money to advertise their electronic.
Oh.
So I won't say the electronic I'm smoking.
Right.
Uh-huh.
But if they're smart, they get to me now. Because between everything going on, there are a lot of things, not even on the fire, deals I've made to do these different shows, and it's pretty crazy again.
No shit.
I started telling Norton in Vegas, but I haven't seen him, so I'd rather just hang out, listen to the music.
Isn't that interesting that you
And how great
you,
was LA Rocks that night? How'd they kick ass?
Phenomenal. Really great.
Did you believe that Beatles number, The Day in a Life?
Yeah, they did a cover. It was.
It's their only cover.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Dylan took that and he twisted and turned it. That's part of Day Tripper in it. I mean, I was scared to hear because I'm in Vegas so much I don't hear them rehearse.
Uh-huh.
So I heard this new song called Troublemaker. There was a bunch of Closer, all these new things.
Oh, man, that's fucking
know what I mean?
cool. And they're playing a lot.
And you guys got them, we're actually looking for the right management for them now because they got off of, I got to bring up Indestructible. Are we supposed to bring that up? My special?
When's it coming? Oh, it's coming on.
Well, they could get it. They could download it on the special I did for Showtime. People could download it right now on lolflix.com. I mean, I would call it, but I love my first special and my last special the best because I wanted to give what I would call the ultimate rock and roll comedy experience.
Yeah.
And using my boys and them playing and then me doing my thing. It really came out incredible. So they could go to lolflix.com and download it now. But when does the DVD come out? Does it say if they want the hard copy?
It does. It says the DVD is now available. Coming out on DVD doesn't say. It's now available for download. Does not say when it's coming out on DVD.
I don't think Dice has ever come in here with as much shit going on in your life.
What else I got to talk about? I mean,
well, you did the.
But I would tell people to get that special because I actually got a text from Joan Dangerfield, Rodney's wife, and she saw the special. This is 2 weeks ago, and she just sent me a text that she was going to tape it that night because now they're playing the special like crazy on Showtime again.
Yeah.
So she was going to tape it, and she wrote, "Couldn't stop watching, flawless." And I called her, and to hear that from, a woman that was with Rodney all the years, it was pretty incredible to me.
Hell yeah.
And people just love it, and I'm so glad I did it, because I don't want to do another special, I'll be honest with you.
Really?
I wanted to do, the Dice Man Cometh, to this day plays great, and I wanted to do one more special, and just show what I got still. You know what I mean? And I was able to do that in this special.
Well, who knows when you're going to be able to even do one after you're a movie star?
Well, that's what I'm saying. I'm not gonna tour that much because of all these other things going on. I mean, I don't know with other movies, but I'll do the TV show. I got the book coming out May 2014. The Filthy Truth that I'm writing with David Ritz, and there's a guy that wrote books like Ray Charles. They made the movie from the book. Etta James, Smokey Robinson, Marvin Gaye. He actually wrote the lyrics to Sexual Healing, which became one of Marvin, and he wrote the book on Marvin.
Who wrote the lyrics to That's my favorite Marvin Gaye
David
song.
Ritz.
Oh, wow, okay.
David Ritz wrote that song because he heard the groove of the song, and he was writing the book on Marvin, and Marvin asked him, I don't know if he didn't ask him to write lyrics, like, what do you think? And he said, it's sexual, and he wrote the word. He's a great writer. He just got done with Joe Perry's book, and now he's finishing up my book. You know, The Filthy Truth, and there is a mention of you in there.
Oh, good.
Book.
Hope
Book.
so.
Of course.
Special. DVD. Movie. TV show.
There's a lot going
Internet
on.
podcast.
I don't know what the fuck is going on.
You're fucking... How come during the lean years, you were heavy? And now you're doing a lot.
Because I had to get back in the
now
cage.
Now the heavy years, and now you're thin.
Well, think about it. You know what? And look, in the book, it's the filthy truth. I talk about, from like 95 to just, 3 years ago, I was in a living hell. Life takes turns. You get derailed, things like that. But I never lost the fire in me. I never lost that feel to accomplish. You know what I mean? So, yeah, I might have got heavy, but it took that same guy to take it off. Nobody could do that. But it's not even about taking the weight. It's about just being physically fit, that when I get on stage, people are seeing, I might not have as much hair. You know what I mean? Remember that? Remember when you could put a comb to your head and there was actual hair on it? You know how I pick on guys in the crowd. I go, remember when you could stand your feet and feel your fucking toes? Remember when you touched your dick and it actually got hard at that second? You didn't have to beg it? The fuck up! Looking at my dick 3 in the morning. Get the fuck up! We ain't done here, my friend. Take a look at her.
Shit.
No, but you know what I'm saying? So it's like I owed it to myself and the people that love to come watch me perform to look right. That's why I got in the shape I did for the special.
Did you find that sometimes you just have to put the time in? Like, enough time has to go by where people not forget who you were, but can move past the early dice, and now you could just
It's a whole different game.
So but I think only time does that. You got to fucking sit it out.
You know what? It's like I don't even want to read my press right now because like years ago when we were touring with Norton, Kenny, the whole thing, and it was all bad press. You know what I mean? So I just stopped reading it. That's how I feel with the good press. Because I would read those articles years ago and go, well, they don't even fucking know me, so what do I give a shit what they think? You know what I mean? So today they're writing great stuff. That's great. But I don't have to read it. I know me. You know, I know the things I talk to them about, and if they write it up the right way, it'll be a good interview.
Well, when people write things, if it's good,
I mean,
then
this
they
thing
know
that's out now,
everything, and they're perfect.
Did you see the Playboy thing yet? Did you read the Playboy?
You're in Playboy too. Yeah,
and that's like a 6-7 page profile. I mean, they're writing these things now that are pretty unbelievable to me, but I don't want to get overwhelmed by it. I just want to, with all this press that was coming, with the Woody movie coming, I got kind of overwhelmed. And I would talk to my wife and my kids and, people the closest to me. And, my son Dylan said it the best, like about a month ago.
Shut up, Dad, and quit whining.
No, no, it wasn't about whining. It was about, like, hearing about yourself too much. It was, like, too overwhelming again. I was used to being where I was at, for the last, 12 years. And my son Dylan, he goes, you know what, Dad? Just own it. That's why you started in this to start with. So just own it now. And he was right. And the next day I woke up, I was like, all right, bring it on. If this is what's, meant to go on, this is great.
Well, it's unbelievable. You got so much going on. It's fantastic. We got to wrap up because we're done here.
Well, we cover everything.
Yeah.
We cover everything.
I think we did.
You know what I mean?
Where's the
It's really good to see you guys.
Busy man.
Where is the premiere?
I don't even know.
I have the same fucking managers as Woody, and I can't get invited to a premiere. I couldn't go anyway, but taping something.
Oh.
What are you taping?
It's just something for Fox, the show I do called Red Eye.
I love Red Eye.
Red
Me
Eye.
too.
Yeah.
Tell that guy I want to come back over there.
That would be nice.
I'm sure you'd have you on.
What's his name? Greg?
Greg.
Yeah, I like him.
He's
I watch
brilliant.
it all the time in the gym.
Oh, yeah.
That's why I watch Red Eye.
Yeah.
So it's funny when you're on there because I'm on a treadmill in Vegas and there's fucking Norton.
Yeah.
It's funny when you know people and you're friends and you're close,
weird,
you know?
I still get weirded out by that when I see my friends on TV. It's like, that's my friend on TV.
I know him.
Yeah.
I've gotten candy with him. We've gone to candy stores
You did
and
go to the candy store.
sweatshirts
Yes,
and sweatpants we buy together.
Yeah.
Shit.
All the baby stuff.
Dice, always a fucking pleasure to see you.
Thank you for having me on.
And,
this is great. It's always great to come on.
Couldn't be happier for you with all this going on. Continued success.
Thank you.
Very cool.
Thank you.
And stay tuned for the Sam Roberts mop-up fucking jizz rag show. You're like the jizz rag that comes in to clean up after we have spewed our cum all over the studio.
That makes you the cum.
I don't like that kind of talk.
Oh, yeah. I'm sorry, Mr. Clay.
If you're talking about box, that's one thing, but scum.
No,
don't talk about loads, no matter how delicious they are.
Yeah, don't talk about anything with the ass. I hate that shit.
All right. Well, I guess we'll see you tomorrow, and everyone have a pleasant day.
Or don't.